Welcome to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories. I remember I told you that police got their hands on the thing that Pablo Escobar sold in Oya. Yes, well, one man have been charged with possession of 3.6 kilos of the substance. One funeral home in St. Vincent had to apologize because they got the bodies mixed up. As they carried a body in a different area that didn't belong in that area. Oh my, oh my. I remember I did that episode about Mr. Cabbage who was sent to Dovecot recently. Well, it is alleged now that tensions are brewing. They are saying that family members want the car, the possessions in the house, and so forth. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. This episode is going to be chilling. Officers in St. Vincent confiscated 54 kilos of the white substance. And now the street is saying that those kilos belonged to a notorious player in the game. Yes, man, I'm Big King Ping. I remember I told you that a rat squealed. Well, that's exactly how it went. Yes, man. Them said that a man na get him fair share and him began to talk. And as the police got word of where 3.6 kilos were located, so they went to the youth man house and they did a search and an interrogation and Vinci police operate. And whole barrage of black squad, they think them guys they got talk. I remember when I was a little boy, I had a man named Akai. He used to fix motorbike and ride wrong and pedal hard. And whenever I passed the station, he used to give the police them a little fire and say, Jah Rastafari, burn out Babylon. And one day that the police did, that they didn't really like of Akai. So the man run out in the 6 o'clock time and just do some drama and push off Akai off the bike and Akai fell into the jail and Akai said, Selassie, I saw Babylon a deal with man out here, man. You see, back in those days, no matter how you went to the station and said, watch, police rest their hands on me, you did not get any satisfaction. You know what, as the man told Akai, where was your bell? Where was your light? You had none of the above. So how can you come here to make a report? Go to station, boy. Back to the 3.6 kilos in Oya. Well, it is alleged that the black squad showed up at the man's residence. And certain thing go on. We not go tell you so them put them hands upon the man, but that is the talk on the street. Blah 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 die. So them say one of the big man in the forces say, well, it seems like it have more of this. Boy, where the rest? This not just 3.6 kilos, where the big stash that we want. And if you tell us what the big stash is, you might just get away. So it is alleged that the man began to talk because he was worried that they might do more to him. It is alleged that he said, the biggest stash there by the clinic, boy, 50 something kilos. I let me go, please. No. 50 something kilos are there today. Me tell her, I let me go, please. No. But you see, St. Vincent police don't operate like that. You see, if a big foreign, then that man a go come the key witness in the case, and him a go get let off with the 3.6 kilos. But in a walk so down here, them police in a carried proper interrogation and thing. And now you understand why crimes are so hard to solve in St. Vincent. You understand why persons don't want to come forward when they see or hear anything, because they themselves could be arrested. They are saying that the youth man also gave up some names, like as the captain of the boat, the persons who held the stash at the clinic, and so forth. A coincidence have it that the same boat that they said was used to transport the goods showed up on a beach yesterday. Yes, man. Some youth man find it and tie it up. If right now you go around as the Oya community and you ask 90% of other people what has to do with the youth, they would tell you, man, let him go. Confiscate the 54 kilos and let go the people, let go the ones that are working at the clinic. No need to hold them, it was not them. You already got the stash off the street. You see, it is alleged that a shot came in and it went to burst. And the man them go up on the waters and the man them locate the thing. And the man them decided, so you know what, times are hard. So make we go and confiscate this and we'll try to sell it. But they did not get a chance to sell it because somebody snitched or somebody turned rat. A report came in that a prominent funeral home in St Vincent in the Grenadines carried around a body to the Sandy Bay area and got another body mixed up in a different area. You see, before we go further, right now we have a guide that is taking persons up to the Last of Red volcano. His name is PJ. He was up there the day before the Last of Red volcano erupted. So it's only right that I give him some promotion because we are already sending a lot of tourists up there with him and the response have been great. So if you want to take a trip to the Last of Red volcano, you can contact the Untold Stories number at 454-3536 and we would send our tour guide with you. That tour guide was also in the newspapers. That is one of the youths that let us know when the volcano was erupting. If you can't get to the Untold Stories number in time, you can contact him on Facebook or Instagram, Zevante Davy, Mr. PJ. So Vincentians, let us discuss something, okay, right? A body is taken from Kingston out to Sandy Bay, and they are saying that that is not the right body. So some are saying, well, I'm told what could have caused that. Well, let me tell you what could have caused that. Right now, we are in the middle of a pandemic. And you know, most of the funerals are going to have a closed casket because persons have been going to Dovecat because of the big C. And you don't want to expose persons attending the funeral to the big C because of the closed caskets, they did not know who was in the caskets at the time. So that is what probably caused the mix-up. Common sense alone can tell you that during every funeral they normally have the viewing of the body at the church, and that is showing you that they do not have any viewing because they buried as a person in the wrong area. So that is showing you that the caskets were closed or something like that. I remember I did that episode with Pompey, Mr. Cabbage, the notorious Van Jiver. I remember I told you that some persons were also saying that Mr. Cabbage was sent to Dovecat because of a love affair. Persons were also making allegations that the girlfriend had set him up. Remember, we told you that we did not want to interfere with the case because we know both parties involved. It is said that one man is in custody right now helping out police with other investigations, but they are saying that the man is not saying anything. He went up into the dock and he's saying that he did not do any crime. Several witnesses that are going to testify for the prosecution said that during the night there was an altercation between the wife of Mr. Cabbage and another man, and hands were placed on the wife. And she tried to contact the police station, but the police did not show up on time. And she called her husband, Mr. Cabbage, and when he arrived on the scene, he and the man had an altercation. And Mr. Cabbage decided to drive her to the police station, and he was hit with a pow-pow. It is alleged that he went to Dovecat right on the spot. He didn't make it to the hospital alive. But the individual that they are claiming that hit Mr. Cabbage with the purple is saying that he didn't do anything like that. They are trying to frame him. So some persons are saying that it is an unknown assailant from way back when. The officers did not confiscate any purple or any iron teeth. So what they are basically going off of is the statements from the key witness and several other witnesses. I've watched a lot of Lifetime movies in my time, and I can tell you that this one is like a Lifetime movie for real. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent, the regional islands, and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times of extreme poverty. Oh my, we thank you.